Hello, everybody, and welcome. We are so excited today to be talking about approach guides and how you can grow your bookings with National Geographic-Lindblad expeditions. This has been a bit of a journey, and I am so excited to have Jennifer Razor, founder of Approach Guides, with us today to help us understand how to utilize this amazing technology. I think, Jennifer, it was back in 2023 when we first started chatting and launched Approach Guides, which was the first part of this, which is this wonderful branded marketing material that advisors can use. They don't have to go and pull photos and images and video and content and put it all together. And we know how busy they are. So this takes all of that and makes it such an easy transition to get in front of their clients. So for those advisors who have used Approach Guides with us in the past and were there when we were the very first to take on this technology and launch it, we're super excited because today we're announcing the next level that comes with Approach Guides and that new white label content. So Jennifer, I would love if you would share this with our advisors.
I am so excited to be here. Thank you for having me join you, Lisa. We've done so many webinars together, and it has been, Lindblad was the very first supplier to embrace this new technology and make it easy for advisors to sell expedition cruises with Lindblad. And now, as Lisa said, we are taking it to the next level and giving you what many of you have asked for, which is a white label website to go along with your marketing pages. So let's share our screen and we'll show everyone how it works. So this is a content experience. That's what we call our marketing landing pages. And for many of you, you'll be very familiar with this. This is a pre-designed content experience that's been designed by the Lindblad Expeditions marketing team to help you sell, in this case, Galapagos expeditions. It's been co-branded by me, the advisor, and you'll see it's just got beautiful images and video content. And the best part is that this isn't just inspirational content, but this content is designed for conversion. So one of the things, ways we do that is with these contact me to book buttons. As before, if your clients are browsing your page and they want to get in touch with you, in this case about exploring Galapagos, they click the button to contact you and it sends a private email right to your inbox. But today, now you will see on your content experiences this new button, See Expedition Details. And do you know where this goes? This goes right over to the Expeditions, Lindblad Expeditions website, expeditions.com. But you'll see it looks a little different. And Lisa, should we give them a preview of what the regular expeditions?
I think we should, because this is the magic in this, right? It allows them to now take off our direct contact information, the things that, you know, sometimes concern our advisor partners because they're sharing this great content with their clients. They are their clients. So we want to protect that relationship. That is so important to us. And so you'll see that lovely yellow line on the top when you go to our direct website. And then the magic is,
boom.
No, you don't.
I love it. So it really takes what I think everyone considers the best sales tool, which is the Lindblad Expeditions website. All of that great imagery, all of the real-time pricing, availability, the highlights, we've got the itinerary, all of this great information, and now turns it into a web page that is designed to help me to book. And the coolest thing here is, as I showed you, this is that same page, same exact URL with one little difference. We assign every single advisor with their own unique insider identifier. And this little code at the end of this URL tells our website, this is not a direct consumer. This is this advisor's consumer. So as my client browses around, my contact information will always stay at the top, and any contact on those contact buttons will send a private lead that goes directly to me, telling me exactly what page my client was on when they decided to get in touch. Really, really powerful, right, Lisa?
It's really powerful. I think one of the questions the advisors always ask me when I'm in the field is, well, do you have access to who I'm sending this to, or is it private? This is your private information. All we know is that you shared the page. We don't see who you're sharing it with. We don't see those internal emails. So this is protecting that client-advisor relationship. And I think that's such a beautiful part of this whole program.
I absolutely, absolutely agree. So, Lisa, we keep things interactive. So we're going to ask everybody to grab your phone and we're going to scan a QR code and we're going to co-brand this website together. But before we do, I just want to talk about, this isn't a gimmick. This really, really works. And we're hoping that you're going to be like Martha here and be doing it while we're talking, right, Lisa?
Yeah, this was one of my most happy days. I mean, I think this wasn't too long after we'd launched approach guides, and it was new technology. There was a little bit of, oh my gosh, how do I do it? Everyone is on their own journey with social media and how to use this new technology. And Martha sent this amazing response. And it was just like, this is how easy it is. If you can get our product in front of your clients, if you can share us, if you put us in the mix, the good things happen. And this was just when we had approach guides. So I can't imagine the world this is going to open up for Martha when she has a white label website as well. So kudos to her, but just so excited. Can't wait to see where this next step takes them.
I agree. So everybody, let's do it together. Grab your phone, scan this QR code, or if you're already familiar with the platform, you can type in inspires.to/
I'm going to do it along with you.
Site together, and I'm going to show you exactly. Say that again.
I'm going to do it along with you.
Oh, very good. I love it. I love it. All right. So when you scan that QR code, you're going to come to a page that looks like this. And if you're on your mobile, it's going to look something like this. And all you need to do, the only thing to get your co-branded website is you are going to enter your email address into this bar, press the button to co-brand and share, and we immediately drop you in. If you've done this once before, which I'm sure many of you had, we're going to send you a magic link. Just go over to your email and click on that. And what you're going to do here is just enter your first name, last name. If you're on your mobile, that's all you have to do. Click the view button and you'll see there's your co-branded page already. But for me, I'm on my desktop. So I'm going to add in, let's say, my logo here. You can see the page change as I add.
It is so easy. I mean, when I see people start to work on this, Jennifer, and I know you're kind of typing in live, which is brilliant so they can see how easy it is. It just takes them by surprise how quickly they can set this up, when in the past they've had to do all this other content gathering and branding, and it's just so instant.
I agree. And with that, with just 15 seconds, we now have our landing page that's ready to share with our clients. And at the same time, as you saw, all I did was add in my email address. My contact me to book button has already been filled in. And let's just click over on Galapagos Escape. You'll see I now have my own co-branded website as well. It's just boom, voila, all done for me.
It's pretty spectacular. Don't you love technology?
I do. I do. I do. But the other great thing is, as you talked about, it used to take advisors a lot of time to get all these assets, put them together to share for their clients, right? The old way is these long registration forms and passwords you have to remember to co-brand. Well, the third thing that we are solving is sharing. For a lot of advisors, including myself, it can take a long time to come up with a Facebook post to write. And then if you're like, I have to create something different for LinkedIn, forget it, I'll do it later. So we give you your own AI advisor assistant to write a unique, engaging post specifically for you and specifically for this page you're on. And I just love it. It's absolutely perfect for me. So I could always regenerate it if I like. or I can click this button to copy and paste on Facebook. It's going to pop up my Facebook. I'm in my personal page, so I can just paste it there. But if you're already logged into your business page, you can do it there. And depending on your internet connection, that box may or may not fill out. So all you can do is you've got what's on your mind, start a new post. It's already in your clipboard, so you can just post it in, boom, there you go.
And the beauty of that AI technology is it can write it for you, but you can also go in there and add your own personal flourishes. I mean, this is the best of both worlds. It gets your mind going. It gets you thinking about what you want to present. And I want to, Jennifer, I do want to ask this question because I know it's something, you've shared something. Let's say you've put this up on Facebook and a client clicks on it and goes back to the site. If there are updates to these pages, it automatically is going to send them the updated information. This is not going to be stale content ever. And I think that's always a concern, right? So this is always being updated. It's always the most recent, the most exciting content that you need. And I think that's exactly right.
And not only are the marketing pages, it's not like a PDF where if something changes, then your clients see all information. Not only are these marketing pages up to date, but because this is the expeditions.com website, all of the pricing, all of the real-time availability, the itinerary, if something changes, your client is going to see what they are going to see on your site as well as expeditions.com because it's the same. The only difference is that this one blocks all the direct bookings, blocks those leads from going into Lindblad's inbox and puts them directly into yours.
Yeah, no, it is so exciting. I am hoping that about 5 minutes after you all watch this webinar that you've already got your first page out. I'm going to say to you, if you've invested the time to actually join Jennifer and I today to learn about this, it behooves you to share this immediately.
I agree.
Right? That's the whole idea behind this. You've got to get it in front of people. There is no excuse anymore that you don't have the content or the support to get this out.
Be like Martha.
Be like Martha. I think that should be our new catchphrase. Be like Martha.
Be like Martha. I love it. And there's so many things. We talked about Facebook, but I do want to highlight LinkedIn. LinkedIn's a very different channel, but it's so important for advisors selling luxury cruises. And you can't just take your Facebook post and drop it into LinkedIn because it's a different channel. But I love this. Imagine unlocking a new level of creativity by venturing into the wild wonders of Galapagos. Perfect. I'll use that. We've got a WhatsApp integration. We've got a QR code if you want to add this to any of your own flyers. This yellow link button, copy the link, add that into Instagram, email marketing, which we'll show you a great example of. But the other thing we have our AI advisor assistant for you is a one-to-one email. This type of email is the one that's going to drive the most conversion, but I know it's the hardest to write. And so that's why we spent so much time putting this together so that when you do click that button, I love this. When I learned about this incredible opportunity to explore the Galapagos with Nat Geo Lindblad, you came to mind. How personal is that? It's perfect. And you know what? You just copy it. You don't have to put your client list into our platform. Open your email, Gmail, Outlook, drop that in, edit it as you like, and be on your way. I mean, what do you think, Lisa? Someone could do this like once a week, send out 3 emails, and that's a huge boost to their marketing, right?
Most certainly. And I think that is one of the things. We know how time constrained our advisors are. We know you're busy. There's a lot going on. And so the reasoning behind this whole program is to make your life easier, to be able to share, to boost your business, to grow the partnership. And so this could not make it any easier. And if you set up, this is one of those things where at the beginning of the month, you say, okay, in my calendar, I'm going to have 2 or 3 Lindblad shares. I'm going to do this, this, and this. You put it in the calendar, and then you just know I go to my approach guide page, share, and you're done. And like Martha, you're going to get bookings. So I'm going to owe Martha a cup of coffee after this.
Absolutely. Another thing maybe I thought we could show everyone is how to use, we've shown you how to use your co-branded website with the marketing pages. This is just so easy.
Yes.
But maybe we show them how to use their co-branded website just generally. Does that make sense?
I think that'd be perfect.
Okay, so you'll see on the screen, we've got inspires.to/Lindblad-expeditions. And when I click that, or I type that into my browser, when I'm logged in, you're gonna see I've got the one content experience I've co-branded. We've got 14 others that are available to share with our clients. Yep. Really great content to get them dreaming about their next expedition. But what I wanna focus on is actually the co-branded website. So you'll see up here, there's a tab, co-branded website. When I click that, now I have, here's my homepage. So if I want to share my homepage with my clients, I come here and here is my expeditions.com, but with my insider identifier attached. But in this case, let's talk about wanting to share something with our clients. Lisa, I'm quite partial to the European river cruises that you've offered, and I'd like to share this with my clients. What do you think?
Yeah, look, this is brand new for us, right? We just recently announced our new European rivers on this stunning ship called Connect, which launches next year in 2026. And there's 2 beautiful itineraries. And I think the key thing is here for a lot of clients and some of our advisors, they're like, European rivers, really? And they forget that we've been on multiple rivers around the world for years, the Nile, the Amazon, the Mekong, the rivers and locks of Scotland, so we have a rich river heritage, and this just adds to it because now we have the perfect ship to do it on. And so to be able to share these so that it's directly from you, talking about this brand new product with National Geographic-Lindblad Expeditions, that we're bringing that sensitivity of expedition experience to the rivers of Europe. So it's a very different experience, I think is really going to be an important tool because a lot of your clients don't know yet that we're on these rivers. And so to be able to share it, this would be the one I'd share once you get off today's webinar, right? Go out there and say, look, I learned something today and I want you to be a part of it because I know that several of our dates are already sold out. So now is the time to educate your clients, educate yourself, learn about these remarkable rivers.
And I think it's just so great because you've got, European rivers is a way to ease some people into expedition cruising, but it's also a way to take your clients who have done expedition cruising with Lindblad and invite them to explore Europe in a new way. It's like the best of both worlds for travel advisors.
No, it's absolute perfection. And you hit the nail on the head because so many clients are looking at expedition. They're like, am I ready for Antarctica? Am I ready for Galapagos? And maybe I want to kind of dabble. And a river is the perfect place to do that. Or as you said, vice versa, for those clients who've traveled everywhere else with us, they're looking for new opportunities to explore in the way we do it. So it is the best of both worlds.
So we want to share this page, but we can't share this page because it's got the book now button. It's got the phone numbers. So how do we transform this into our European river page? All you do, you come over to the Expeditions website, you find the destination, the type of the expedition, or even a specific cruise. You just copy that URL. Oops, there we go. Let me go back. There we go. Copy that URL and you come back to inspires.to/Lindblad-expeditions. Click on the co-branded website. I'm not going to share my homepage because I don't want to have my clients have to do the work. I've already done the work for them. I'm going to drop that URL right into this other box and you'll see our technology automatically appends my unique insider identifier. I open a new tab, I drop that in, and boom, there is my Europe Rivers page. I really just love it. Now I can share it safely with my clients, right?
Yeah. I'm sorry, the technology and the speed and how quickly it is to be able to do this. After our humble beginnings back in 2023, it's just really exciting. And if you're an advisor, you should just be over the moon that you get to share things like this now so quickly and efficiently with your clients.
I agree. And what we've also heard from a lot of actually Lindblad focused advisors is because expedition is a little bit harder to sell. It's something that you have to spend time learning to know how to sell it right. And but Lindblad has already done all the work with these marketing pages. They are helping you sell this. And so something that we've heard a lot from advisors is because Lindblad has made it so easy to sell, well, now they'll just throw you into their newsletter because they didn't have to do any work. Even like Nikki here, this is my favorite testimonial where Nikki says, I didn't think my clients would buy Expedition. I didn't think they would go to Alaska, but it's just so easy to put this into my inspiration newsletter. And what'd she do, Lisa?
She sold 2 cabins. And something you said just then is really, really important, right? We assume we know our clients so well. We assume that, because they've booked this their entire life with you, that they're maybe not interested in this. But that's what newsletters are for. Newsletters are for helping your clients see a broader picture of the world. What else is out there to kind of stimulate their excitement on new things? So if you keep feeding them the same material, that's what they're going to book. But if you open their eyes, like we have here, you end up with something magical where your clients are getting something that they didn't know they wanted but needed. You're making sales with a new company. I mean, it is just a perfect symmetry, right? So I think that's a really key part. If you are doing a newsletter, if you are touching your clients each month, this is going to make your life so much easier and introduce something brand new to them.
I completely agree. And who better to showcase a newsletter than the best of the best, Virtuoso's #1 cruise icon, as Matthew Upchurch says, the top of the top.
Yep.
David Porter over at Roaming Boomers has been a voracious user of this technology. Why? Because it takes his time to create his Saturday morning newsletter that he puts out, which is the biggest driver of his business. It cuts the time that he needed to make that newsletter in not even half, like into minutes. And I love always getting it every Saturday and seeing Lindblad featured just like this. Are you a penguin lover? Visit the penguins in Antarctica. He writes a small blurb. I know he won't mind me telling you he's such a sharer like this, that he leverages AI to help him create the text in his newsletter. And then you know what? When his clients click through, they go right over to his page, Fly the Drake Passage. And then he adds his own little personal touch, skip the Drake sheet and fly over the Drake. And I just really, really love this, Lisa. It puts everything into context. And, I showed you back on your content experience, you'll see right here, he has click here. All he did to add that, let me come over to my content experience. I'll co-brand that same one so you can see me do the second one. Here's the European River one also. I'll co-brand that in a second, but this one I'm just going to click on Fly the Drake Passage. I click, boom. I don't need to fill out my sidebar. It's already done it. And then click that yellow button, add that right into my email newsletter, and boom. Really easy, right, Lisa?
It is. And I receive their weekly email as well. And it's need reading, right? I always scan it to see if we're in there each week. And they are great supporters of National Geographic-Lindblad expeditions. And I'm just so excited. It makes it so easy for people like David to be able to share us, right? So, yeah.
I agree. So, Lisa, with that, I think we've shown everyone how to use the technology.
Yeah. And I think if you don't realize how easy this is and how this is going to make your life so much simpler to share the stories we have. Jennifer, I think you hit the nail on the head in a moment ago when you said, look, expedition is something you do need to understand to be able to sell it. The information in these approach guides isn't just for your clients. It's a great first step for you to learn about what we do as well, right? So, look through them, read them, understand them, use the links, but make sure straight after today, as soon as we hang up, you're going to share one of these remarkable itineraries, share that white label website. Let's get this out to as many people as we can. Share your stories. When you have a success, like Martha or Nikki or what David is doing, share it with us. Get back to Jennifer, get back to your regional sales directors at National Geographic-Lindblad. Let us share your successes on places like our advisor Facebook page to help your other advisors learn and grow their business as well. But Jennifer, you and I have waited for this day for a while, and I can't say how excited I am and just thrilled that we get to continue to share this remarkable technology and what you're doing to support the advisor community.
We are so thrilled with our partnership, and as Lisa said, we can't wait to see how you use the technology to boost your own business and earn more.
Have a great day.